Picture this, a shy boy from Bradford, England, standing nervously in front of judges on a televised talent show. He almost walks away, too overwhelmed by the moment. But instead, he takes a chance, sings his heart out, and unknowingly sets in motion a journey that would turn him into one of the biggest global icons of his generation. That boy was Zayn Malik, a name now known all over the world, a voice instantly recognizable, and a story filled with triumphs, struggles, and reinvention. His journey from boyband heartthrob to solo superstar is not just about fame, but about identity, courage, but staying true to himself. Zayn Javad Malik was born on January 12, 1993, in Bradford, West Yorkshire, England. He grew up in a working-class family, the son of a British Pakistani father and an English mother. From an early age, Zayn was fascinated by music. Influenced by his father's love for Bollywood tunes and his own taste for hip-hop and R&B, he dreamed of a life beyond the small city he called home. Yet, despite his talent, Zayn struggled with shyness. Singing was his escape, a way to express what he often kept inside. In 2010, at just 17 years old, Zayn auditioned for the X Factor UK. His nerves nearly got the best of him, he almost didn't go through with it. But his soulful rendition of Mario's Let Me Love You impressed the judges. While he didn't make it as a solo contestant, fate had other plans. Simon Cowell and the show's team brought Zayn together with four other young singers, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, and Louis Tomlinson. Together, they became One Direction. The chemistry was undeniable. 5 boys with different personalities, backgrounds, and styles suddenly formed a group that would take over the world. One Direction didn't win the X Factor, but they won something much bigger, the hearts of millions. Their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, exploded onto the charts. And soon they were breaking records, selling out stadiums, and dominating pop culture. For Zayn, the rise was dizzying. Overnight, he went from a quiet teenager to an international sensation. He was the mysterious one of the group, brooding, stylish, often more reserved than the others, but with a voice that stood out. Fans were captivated by his high notes and his magnetic presence. One Direction became more than a boy band, they became a cultural phenomenon. Albums like Up All Night, Take Me Home, and Midnight Memories topped charts worldwide. They were performing in front of tens of thousands of screaming fans every night, living a whirlwind life that most people could only dream of. But behind the scenes, Zayn was struggling. While fans adored him, he felt increasingly out of place in the boyband world. The pop-driven image, the intense schedules, and the constant spotlight took a toll. Zayn longed for creative freedom. His heart was in R&B, soul, and more mature music. And he was trapped in the machine of bubblegum pop. He also battled with anxiety and the pressures of fame, which made life in the band even harder. In March 2015, Zayn made a decision that shocked the world. He left One Direction. Millions of fans were devastated. But for Zayn, it was a necessary step. He needed to find himself, outside of the band, outside of the image others had created for him. His departure marked the end of an era. But it was also the beginning of a new chapter. Going solo was a risk. Many doubted whether Zayn could succeed without the band's support. But in 2016, he proved everyone wrong with his debut solo album, Mind of Mine. The album's lead single, Pillowtalk, was a bold statement, sensual, moody, and unapologetically different from anything One Direction had ever done. The song debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Zayn the first British male artist to debut at #1 with his first single. It was clear Zayn Malik had arrived as a solo artist. Mind of Mine showcased Zayn's artistry. With its R&B influences, personal lyrics, and experimental sound, it reflected who he truly was. Songs like It's You and Like I Would revealed vulnerability and depth. the album was a commercial success and solidified Zayn as more than just the guy who left One Direction. He was a star in his own right. Over the years, Zayn continued to evolve. His second album, Icarus Falls, released in 2018, was an ambitious 27-track project exploring themes of love, pain, and self-discovery. Though it didn't receive the same commercial push as his debut, it showcased his willingness to take risks and defy industry expectations. Tracks like Let Me and Sour Diesel highlighted his versatility and refusal to be boxed in. In 2021, he released Nobody Is Listening, a more intimate album that leaned heavily into R&B and showcased his growth as an artist. While quieter in its release, it reflected Zayn's desire to create music for himself, not just for charts or trends. For Zayn, authenticity has always mattered more than fame. Beyond music, Zayn has also made waves in the fashion world. His striking looks, unique sense of style, and collaborations with major brands like Versace have made him a fashion icon. He's graced countless magazine covers and carved out a space where music and fashion intersect, reinforcing his status as a global trendsetter. But perhaps what makes Zayn's journey even more compelling is his honesty about his struggles. He has been open about his battles with anxiety, eating disorders, and the overwhelming pressures of fame. By sharing his experiences, he has helped break stigmas around mental health, showing fans that even global icons face challenges. His courage to speak out has made him relatable and admired beyond his music. On a personal level, Zayn's high-profile relationships, particularly with model Gigi Hadid, have often put him back in the headlines. The couple's on- and off romance fascinated the media, especially when they welcomed their daughter, Kai, in 2020. Fatherhood has added a new dimension to Zayn's life, grounding him and giving him a sense of purpose beyond fame. Today, Zayn Malik stands as a global icon, not just because of his music, but because of his journey. He went from a boy in Bradford with big dreams, to the heights of boyband superstardom, to carving out his own identity as an artist. His career is proof that following your heart, even when it means leaving behind comfort and success, can lead to true fulfillment. Zayn's story is about courage, the courage to walk away from the biggest boy band in the world, the courage to face his struggles openly, and the courage to stay true to himself in an industry that often demands conformity. He has shown that success isn't just about fame or charts, but about authenticity and passion. As fans, we remember him not only as part of One Direction, but as an artist who continues to grow, evolve, but inspire. His music, his style, and his honesty have cemented him as a voice of his generation, a global icon who started with nothing but a dream and a microphone. So, what's your favorite Zayn Malik moment? Was it his soaring vocals in One Direction, the sultry vibe of Pillowtalk, or his bold move to pursue music on his own terms? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible journeys of the stars who prove that sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is simply be yourself.